This is petty girl boss Lena, queen petty
dear.
girl boss Lena.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my gosh. I'm bond girl Jessica. I can't even follow that.
And I'm boss babe Kealah. And you know what that means. Apparently it's Petty Boots Whine Down Wednesday. And we have Queen Petty herself here today, visiting us.
I had to pull out the crown, y'all.
The Petty Boots.
I had to pull the crown out on y'all.
Oh my gosh, she had to remind us who she is.
I know that's right.
All right. So what is the topic of today?
What are we speaking about?
Oh. Let me see. What are we talking about today?
Let's see.
Right. When. Oh. Okay.
Do I need to put my petty crown back on?
Cue pops. When your neighbors have loud parties, should you say something? They were there playing that public enema.
Well, it's happened consistently in my neighborhood. Consistently. And I love everybody, but I cannot stand that Mexican carnival music with the little do like that carnival. It sounds like they're at a carnival, and it's it's a Friday nights. It's incessant. These people are not in my cul-de-sac. It's down the street. And it sounds like they're next door to you. I do not call the cops, but it is loud. And I hate that carnival music. I cannot stand it.
So my neighbors are also Mexican, but I mean, they do things decently, right? They're not out there like all night partying or whatever. And that's fine with me, even if they were. It doesn't bother me. But
it's that music. That's what bothers the music.
It's not even the music for me. That I don't care. I love going to Mexico, so that don't bother me. Because I will be in there cha-cha and salsa and
okay, no. Let's not get it twisted. That is not Mexican music. Salsa, merengue, cumbia, bachata. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the carnival music.
Okay. The kind that I probably hear when I go to Denials.
No.
But what I can't do.
Yes.
And when they start with them illegal fireworks. Because my neighbors have a plethora of illegal fireworks.
See?
And they get to pop, locking, and dropping them illegal fireworks in the front of the house. And I swear, if my roof goes up in flames, we have a man.
Yeah, right.
Now that's what I can't get down with. I'm like,
but you take the word illegal for y'all where you're at. It's illegal, right?
But yeah, well, first of all, in California, you shouldn't be lighting nothing up because we stay engulfed in flames.
Facts. I'll stay on fire. Please don't
made fireworks completely illegal for the 4th of July. I am shocked by this because July A is dry as all get out, and it's super like, you know what I mean? Like we're the golden state for a reason. All the grass is golden, like it's burn ready. We be having droughts. That's why everything is always in flames. But anyhow, yeah, I mean, either way, the carnival music or the music, it don't bother me. As long, even if it's after 10 or whatever, I don't mind. I don't care. It's whatever. But it's the fireworks, yo. I can't do the fireworks because they'll be up at like 1, 2 in the morning with them. For anybody's birthday, any type of something.
Yeah,
I cannot do it.
Yeah. Now couple that with the carnival music. Now I don't mind the fireworks. It doesn't bother me. If it is every holiday, at least 3 or 4 days preceding the holiday, and then at least 3 or 4 days after the holiday.
Yeah,
That's
they
the
still keep
span
it
of
going.
fireworks we get.
Yeah,
Every single Mother's Day, just Flag Day, like whatever, President's Day, somebody's gonna be lighting off some type of.
These are my sparks behind me.
I don't have Mexican neighbors, but I'm in the South.
Okay, this is gonna sound dumb. Are there Mexican people in Mississippi?
You said what?
I said,
yeah, there's plenty here. They're just not my neighbor. Yeah, we got Mexican people. We got Mexican people and Asians and everything. Yeah,
well, first of all, here's the thing: Asians be everywhere, so that does not shock me. They're gonna have a restaurant. They're gonna have something. They everywhere. Indian people too. They be everywhere. But I just, I don't.
Yeah, there's Mexican people here.
You got like a whole lot of Mexican people out there. Like,
I mean, there's a good many. I don't know if they're, it's as many as the black people, but we got some folks. But I don't have those types. The only thing that was kind of loud, it didn't bother me, is because at my parents' house we were next to a church, and so they would be in church like all night, like it'd be like 8 o'clock, and they at church, and you just hear the doom 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 the shout music. I'm like, oh, they still over there.
It's just the traditional, like with the horns. It sounds like carnival music.
I know what you're talking about. I do know what you're talking about. And you have to cue the music.
It's just that one type of music, that consistent reggaeton. I love it. Everything else, I dance myself. That one, but my neighbors play it to the those horns and oh my god, take it. Like,
I think I hear it sometimes when I go to Ohio, which is a flea market out here, and they be playing some. Yep.
That one music, it just incessantly bothers me. Other than that, I don't care. My neighbors. Yesterday I found out my neighbors that just moved in are Dominican. They were playing some music. I was like out there dancing with them in my own yard, in my own privacy, you know what I mean? But we were hustling all day long, but I can't do that horn music. And there's a lot. So that horn music comes with like the cowboy hats and like the cowboy boots and like the big buckles. That's
my husband loves, by the way.
So that is what I associate with that music when I hear that, like that. You know what I mean? That carnival music. It just drives me insane. I don't know. Drives me insane. I'm sorry.
I think the gunshots just get on my nerves sometimes, but that's about it. Like 4th of July, if you ain't got no fireworks, you gonna shoot your gun.
Yeah, that's a Southern thing. That's a
Okay, yeah. So sometimes it's like I don't like that all the time, but
yeah, that's a Southern thing. We watched our neighbor one time come outside in his drawers and his bathrobe with a shotgun and a cigarette in one hand like this, and it's smoking, and a beer grasped, you know what I mean, with a long neck grass, with a shotgun, with boom, shot, and mind you, in his robe and his drawers, boom, and then walk right back on in the house.
That's the Southern way.
Was that necessary? You didn't have a firecracker? You couldn't get a sparkler from the grocery store? You felt
like, I had bullets in the house. I'm just gonna shoot.
You felt the need, but couldn't you tie the rope shut?
This is giving
the bird
hazard.
We got to see the bird and all that. But it's a Southern thing. They shoot guns and do.
Y'all in the Southern states, we hear gunshots like that, we hitting the floor.
Well, down here, guns are legal and wide open.
I don't care. We hit the floor. That's usually some gang members is rolling up.
Yeah, it's a whole different type of.
Here for us, it's either a holiday or you hunting. It's right. Like, oh yeah, it's deer season. I forgot.
Right. If you're living out in the sticks, yeah. Mostly over here, we rarely I don't even know if I've heard a gunshot where I'm living at right here. But sometimes the firecrackers or whatever are far enough apart that it may sound like it's a gun, a pop from a gun. But my husband and his eavesdropping connoisseurness is able to distinguish between fireworks and gunshots. So he's like, oh no, that's just a firecracker. Oh no, that's just a da.
He's also from California, right?
Yes, he is
But no.
from the Berkeley, Oakland area. So you
Oakland
already
for
know.
sure.
So he's adept at trying, at distinguishing between one and the other.
Yeah. We used to get people doing donuts in the street. And then one time we were sitting that night, we were just sitting there and then we heard pop, 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 pop. I was like, oh no. Nah. Everybody hit the deck.
Yeah. They do. I mean, they do a lot of that out here too, but it's more from where I've been, more in the city of Atlanta. You know what I mean? It's not as rampant, more where I'm at. Over here, if you're hearing it, it's not like they're shooting up a house party. They're going and targeting a specific person in a specific, you know what I mean?
Exactly who they want to shoot.
Right. It's targeted, it's not they're just like out there spraying just for the shits and giggles of it. Fortunately, don't leave that mess down there in the city highways. Leave it down there.
No,
I'm hella bougie right now. I am so sorry. I apologize, y'all. I sound like I'm some uppity pick up in the suburbs, and I just have like tea time and all that kind of.
You are so funny. I was just gonna say though, like if you're gonna have a party, at least make sure that you talk to your neighbors about it, right? And I know like when we used to do parties at my parents' house, my parents would be nice enough to go next door to the neighbors and let them know, oh, hey, we're going to be having, a big party in our backyard. We're going to have a DJ. We're going to have this. We'll make sure to be done by this time so that the neighbors would know like, okay, they're going to be doing that. And I felt like that was respectful,
well,
but
they do have a noise ordinance here.
Yeah.
We live in the center. So they and those police are like not even a mile away. So they like they're big police stations. So they'll zip around here and be like, shut it down. But until that time, they let them decibels fly, boy.
It's true, but sometimes you get people who will try to complain even before the noise ordinance time. They'll still complain. So that's why I think it's cool to like, if you are going to do something big in your backyard or do anything, at least let your neighbors know, hey, I'm going to be doing this. I'll have it shut down by this time to be respectful. But at least I feel like if they came and told you that, you might feel differently. Like, okay, I expected this instead of just getting blasted to the moon and back and like, what is that?
Not close to me though, but they're not even close. They're like 8 houses down. Like that's to sound like you're in somebody's backyard. They're just so
they over there kicking it. I would be down there, be like, hey, what y'all got to drink? What's up?
I mean, the whole street's lined with cars. They're kicking it.
Give me some tamales,
empanada. If I could put some earplugs in and go up there and infiltrate.
Okay. Listen, I'm like, y'all bumping this music kind of loud, makes me feel like I'm invited. What's up?
Girl, but it's just that. Anything else doesn't bother me. The kids ride their bikes and their little ATVs up and down the street in the neighborhood and whatever. I could care less. It's just that carnival music.
Girl, you better get down there and sell you some snacks.
Oh my God. Carnival music is no, because we got the little people that come by with the little cart with that push.
I love that. They always have the fruit with the chamoy.
And it's got the little bell on it.
Yes.
A little bell on it when they wear their little hat, like a big sun hat, you know what I mean, to protect them, and they walk in and we got all of that over here. I love it. Love all of it.
I used to have one of those vendors by my
carnival music.
And they always had the fruit. I would love getting the mango with the chamoy and then the tahini.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and then it melts into the ice, and then you're just like, oh, It's so good. And he only charged $5
Yeah, we
for
got a
all
lot
that.
of. They do the shaved ice
Oh,
like that, and all the little stuff on it. And yes,
my
that is all fine and good. They just don't play carnival music, so I'm good.
no carnival
So
music.
we're fine. We're fine. We're
And if you live next door to Jessica, no blues music.
fine.
That's right. I mean, I'm not gonna call the cops to be petty, but I'm be like, why they playing the blues? I hate it so much. It's not my scene, but
We making a whole song with Jessica.
I know. I heard blues. This is the Jessica blues. I can't stand blues. It
I
gets
just
on my
can't
nerves.
stand it. Them neighbors playing the blues.
That carnival music blues.
I'm gonna chuck my shoes at them. Lord, yeah.
Yeah, maybe I've had my husband come in with his harmonica and play that part. He's taking up harmonica, y'all.
Oh, I got another pet peeve
Okay.
about my neighbors. So I do have neighbors that just moved in, and they've got 4 dogs. And these dogs are large. They're not little dogs. They're like at least 40 to 50-pound type dogs. They've got 4, and they almost exclusively live outside. I mean, it was snowing here, it was sleeting, it'll be 30 degrees. These dogs, they do bring them inside, but they're always outside, and mostly in inclement weather. They look like they ain't seen a groomer, a brush. Like they got long hair, so they're
It
all
just
like.
mangled and matted.
And my new puppies think
Uh-oh.
that they are cable. So they literally go sit on the hill and watch the dogs through the fence at the pool. And I put this whole tarp up so they can't see, like a construction tarp. I like zip tied it to my
So
fence.
you blocking their cable is what you're doing.
I was blocking it. So now they looking down underneath the gap that's only like this big from the bottom. Literally, they looking
So
like this.
nosy.
So I took another tarp and doubled it up and brought it all the way to the ground. So the dog mom was just like, "Oh, your puppies are so cute." And I was just like, "Yeah, they're still little, so I'm putting up the barrier, because they're little. They keep going over there and like think they're playing, and those dogs look like they're trying to eat them. You know what I mean? But those dogs, they jump and push the fence. And I'm like, your dogs are pushing the fence. Put up a wooden fence in the summertime. So I say all that to say my neighbors are not very nice to their dogs. They leave their dogs outside all the time. They don't really take care of them. And so that kind of stuff bothers me. I'm not a huge PETA, person. I'm not gonna, all of that. But dude, if it's cold enough for your ass to have a whole coat and jacket and it's sleeting and snowing and all that, and it's 30 degrees here or raining, and you know what I mean? Come on, the dogs shouldn't be outside like that. And they'll be out there
Do they
at
have like
4 o'clock.
do they have like little doggy house or anything?
I don't see a shit over there. They have like maybe under the deck, and then they try to block them in with the lawn furniture on the deck sometimes. It'll be like 4 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It doesn't matter. Those dogs will be out there barking. And I'm like,
we always bring our dog in. Well, here's the thing. So like we have our dog, but we work, and so we put him in the backyard, right? So he'll be out there for the majority of the day, but when we get home, we bring him in. And then sometimes he's like, I want to go back outside. So he'll go back outside for 2 seconds, and then he wants to come back in. So let him in.
Yeah, it's like a revolving door. I get it.
Yeah, but even like when even right now, even though like I prefer for him to be outside most of the day so that he can potty and do all that fun stuff, right? But if I hear him barking too much, I bring his little behind in because I'm like, don't nobody want to hear you barking all day. Like, I don't
So
even want to hear
like,
you barking all day.
so like the night of the Super Bowl, they must have been gone,
Oh,
and they left the dogs out. And
oh,
so think about when the Super Bowl started and when it ended, and then you got to get home and you probably drinking and eating and kicking it and all of that. So it's like midnight, 1 o'clock by the time you get home. The dogs were out there, and it
yeah.
was cold as hell. You know what I mean? So for me, um, you know, pet peeve would be people just mistreating their animals like that. You know what I mean? My neighbors mistreating them just because it's irritating because it's bothering my puppies over here. You know what I mean? And I can't sleep because I'm being woken up all hours of the night. You can have 12 dogs. I don't care. You know what I mean? But just wash them, take care of them, don't leave them outside. You know, if my dogs are a bother to somebody else, I bring them in.
I
You
wonder.
know,
My dad has a dog. She don't like coming in the house. He has to force her in, even when it's raining and cold. He has to force her in the house. She does not want to come in. He has a big size kennel for her in the house with her blanket and everything, and she will fight him to come in the house. She don't want to come in. She wants to stay outside. She does have a doghouse out there, but I'm wondering, like, if it's like maybe they don't want to be in the house. Maybe they want to be outside.
well, it's like they whine to come in. I've heard them
Okay.
flipping over their water bowls. Like, you know, if you can
This
hear
little
that,
stuff.
then you're just like, okay. You know what I mean? Just,
My dog will get mad if you do
I
not let
just went
him come
over on
in.
a whole PETA tangent. I apologize. That
No,
was
you're
not
fine.
my,
My
but
dog
yes, it was
you don't
that
let
is a
him.
pet peeve.
He be on the back glass, just like sliding his whole body down. And I be looking at him like, why are you acting like that? You are so dramatic. I have the most dramatic pit bull ever. Like, he is so friggin' mad.
Oh,
Well,
that's cute.
don't awe him. And I be looking at him. And then sometimes, like, when we get ready to leave the house, he'll sit with his back on the glass, on the sliding glass door, and then he'll look at us like this with like turn his head to like
Oh,
look
like,
with his
really?
look.
You're gonna
And I'm
leave
like, you little
me?
creeper, what are you looking at? And he's just like,
That's so cute, though. Oh.
yeah, he's funny. He's a cutie pie, but he's hecka funny.
And I don't want to say that they don't love their dogs or whatever, but they don't take as well a care of their dogs as
We take pet care very seriously around here.
ooh, especially if it's inclement weather and it's
Yeah,
cold
if
as
it's
hell
cold outside and raining, we do,
and muddy
bring him
because
in.
their backyard has no stitch of grass. It's all mud. And so it's not like they can go lay down on the grass. They're like, you know what I mean? So they're
Yeah.
all like gnarled up and stuff.
I have
And
grass back
Jessica's
there, and
over,
that dog still tracks mud in my house. I don't know how he does it. It drives me crazy.
and I know Jessica's over here listening like, I don't even care because I don't even like animals like that.
Like, this is exactly why I ain't got no animals. Sorry, can't relate.
But
But you got your
yes,
cat.
but I'm sure that you
I
wouldn't
mean,
want even.
there's a dog. He's a stray. I don't know where he came from, but he just came and now he's like, okay, I'm just gonna be on your porch. And I was like, all
Oh,
right, like he's fine. He don't bother me. But again, he does his thing. I do mine. We'll say hello and go about our business. He'll get a little food. He's cool. Sometimes he don't even be there. Like he'll be gone. He'll just pop back up.
I
I deal with it.
oh.
But
So
anything else, I don't want that. I don't.
my
Well,
friend had this annoying dog, little annoying neighbor dog. And her and her family, they were like, "Oh, Kealah, can you water my plants for me while I'm gone?" Because she had like a little backyard, little garden and stuff. And she lived down the street from me. So I was like, okay, cool. So I come over there, and her landlord was janky and left a hole in their fence. Like, he didn't fix the hole in
oh,
their fence. So I could see the other little old snaggletooth dog looking at me. So he come over to the hole, he looking at me.
right. How about
Looking at
you?
me. Girl, I shot that dog with some water. I said, "You take a little so." So I was like, and he took off.
Oh, with the hose, with the water hose.
I shut him with the water because I was
Good.
like, "Get out of here, nosy!" And he tried. I saw his little eye creep.
They all
Barking me
totally have
again,
little
and
personalities.
I
They
shot
do.
him with the water again. Get out of here. So my friend, every time she's like, your friend is back. He over here creeping, looking through that hole in the fence.
Just threaten him with the water hose. Just
I was like,
threaten
get out
him.
of here. He was like, that dog was so old. He probably, yeah, little one-legged Charlie. Anyway, he was like
Oh,
in the little hole. He had a little gray beard. He was looking at me.
oh, little old man.
He
That's
was
cute, though.
little
That's
old
cute.
crotchety man. Get out of here and barking at me like that.
Well, he could be a little old snaggly poos, one-legged raggedy dog. It don't even matter as long as he ain't playing that carnival music.
That's gonna be his theme song.
No carnival music. Carnival music. That's no carnival music. Other than that, we good.
All right, y'all. Well, that's it for today's episode. We will catch you on the flip side of next week. Keep the music low.
Yeah, no carnival music for real.
Lena.
It's like mariachi music, basically.
Oh,
That's
mariachi.
It is so like, you see my eyes. It is so annoying. Oh my.
Bye, y'all.